is in new spinning systems, the Murata Air Jet. It is also one type of false twist spinning system only. The principles are used in that Murata Air Jet spinning machines. The sliver cams, the parts of this Murata is called as sliver cam, drafting arrangements, Air Jet 1, Air Jet 2, yarn withdrawal rollers, yarn suction device, electronic yarn clearer, and cross wound packages. In that, the sliver can will be passes through the drafting arrangement, and drafting arrangement passage of material through air jet spinning machines. This is the parts operating principles. A draft frame sliver feed from a can to a drafting arrangement. It is attenuated by draft in the range of 100 to 200. The delivery fiber stand then proceeds the two air jet arranges directly after the drafting arrangement. The second jet is actually false twist element. Air vortex. The air vortex is generated in the second jet with an angular velocity of more than 1 million revolutions per minute. Twists the strand as it passes through. The strand rotates along a screw thread path in the jet to reach rates of rotation of about 250,000 revolutions per minute. The ability of the vortex to carry the yarn is so high that the turns of twist in the yarn run back to the drafting arrangements. Edge fibers, the fibers needed to bind the yarn together, must exhibit relatively few turns of twist. In the same sense of false twisted, core fibers can be evenly twisted in the opposite directions. They are partly ensured by causing the strand to issue for the nip line in a barred spread form. This is generated in the first jet, a vortex having an opposite sense of rotation in the vortex in the second jet. The first air vortex is weaker in intensity than the second. It cannot affect the core fibers, but it can grasp the edge fibers, protecting from the strand at one end. Since the fiber vortex acts against the twist directions generated by second jet, the following occurs. The vortex is weaker intensity than the second intensity. It cannot be affected core fibers, but it is grasp the edge fibers, protecting from the strand at one end. Since the first vortex acts against the twist directions by the second jet occurs. Twist cancellations. The turns of twist generated by the second jet are cancelled in accordance with the false twist law. The core fibers, the vast majority, no longer exhibit any twist. These fibers are arranged in parallel. On the other hand, the edge fibers, which previously exhibited no twist, relatively little twist, receive twist in the sense imparted by the jet as determined by the law of the false twist. Withdrawal and winding. There are therefore wound around the fiber strand. They bind the body of fibers together and ensure coherence. The resulting bundle staple fiber yarn passes from the withdrawal rollers through a yarn suction device and electronic yarn clearer. Then it is wound into the cross wound package. Distribution of twist. Raw material requirements. The process is restricted to spinning pure synthetic fibers, blends of synthetic fibers, blends of synthetic with cotton fibers. Pure cotton can be processed but only in combined form. Usually give low strength product. Dust in the fiber material act as distributing material. Almost all the characteristics are improved by the use of longer and finer fibers. Feedstock. Draft frame sliver is suitable as feedstock. 3 passages should be used to obtain adequate parallelism of fibers. Due to maximum draft, relatively fine standards are needed. The sliver's linear density is nearly 3x. Drafting arrangement. 3-line double apron arrangements are used. Draft up to 50 to 200. The fiber stand is not opened by only attenuated, no necessity of reassembling. But due to absence of opening of two individual fibers, no back doubling is possible. Binding fibers, coarse yarns cannot be made by air jet spinning due to geometrical ratio between the surface area of yarn and its cross section. For coarser yarn this ratio is lower and it will be difficult for the fibers on the surface effectively to bind the increasing number of coarse fibers. Specifications: number of spinning positions 60 per machine, raw material synthetic fibers and blends combed cotton, range of yarn count 10 to 40 techs, 15 to 60 count, feedstock draw frame sliver, delivery speed 120 to 300 meters per minute, and yarn type bundled single yarn. Yarn characteristics: rather low strength, rather hairiness, rough outer surface. Fields of use: ladies outer clothing sheet materials, sheets. Advantages: low production costs, low personal damage and no rapid move spots. Remarks: 3 draw frame process. These are the manufacturing technique of Drift 3 or Murata air jet spinning.